Today I thought it would be nice to do a good old-fashioned weekly plan with me. So if you're interested in seeing how I plan a very typical week in my life and the planning supplies that I use over and over again, then stay tuned because this video is for you. Hello, my charmed ones, and welcome back to my channel for another video. And if this is your first time with me, I'd like to say welcome. My name is Alexis, but I'm also known as MissTrenchcoat all across the internet. I'm an online entrepreneur who designs and sells productivity tools, strategies, and skills to help you manifest success with less stress. If that sounds interesting to you, I'll leave some links down below in the description box where you could check out more of my work online, and feel free to download some of my latest productivity tools over at thecharmedshop.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I do want to say that today's video is actually kind of inspired a little bit by a comment that I received during a recent live that was talking about my typical sorts of planning supplies, the things that I use, and the stickers from my shop that I might use. If you're not familiar, one of the products I do sell on my shop are digital sticker designs that are intended for you to print at home, whether that's on full sheet labels and then cut them out by hand, or if you're someone who has like a Silhouette or a Cricut, you're able to, import those files and then, add cut lines and do that all at home if you're someone who's interested in things like that. And I was asked about, which stickers I use most frequently, what my most frequent planning supplies were. So I thought that it would be great for me to do a plan with me on this topic. Oh, one really quick thing I do want to mention though before we get in is the shirt that I'm wearing today. Let me see if I can get up so you can see it. It says coffee, iPhone, glasses, planner, laptop, magazines, building my empire. This is one of the designs that I'm selling through YouTube. There's probably going to be like an ad or something underneath this video that has some shirts in it, but I will link this in the description because I haven't gotten like the full setup for that process, how I do this on YouTube very well. So I will just link you guys directly to this shirt if you're interested. I love these tops. They're actually a really great quality, and I just think it's great to have a little bit of like planning swag. So if you're interested, definitely check those out. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in to an overview of my desk, and I'll show you my planner supplies and we'll jump in. So what planning supplies do I use on a regular basis for my planning? Now, I really do keep it very simple. Number one, obviously, I have my planner, the Charmed Life Master Planner. This is the 2019 dated edition. And in this planner, I also have like my printable tabs put out here. I'll link everything that I show down below. And the star of the show today, I guess I would say, is this weekly plan sticker set. So this is basically my ride or die weekly planning sticker set that I use like week over week. It really has like all of my most important like icons and boxes for planning and having a little bit of, stickers and inspiration in my planner at the same time. If you guys have been following me for a while, I'm not the biggest pretty planner or sticker planner. I'm definitely not someone who's into like theming all of their like weekly spreads and like doing like no white space spreads, things like that. I'm much more about using my planner for just like legit planning and having the most room I can for writing. But I do also believe in the power and the influence that stickers can have actually in your planning, because number one, I think they're a great way to help you call out and organize information within a very simple planner spread. And I also think it's great to have that sort of like visual motivation, inspiration via, pretty icons and things that can actually stand in to mean something without you having to write things in over and over, because most of us have very routine lives. And so, sometimes just writing the same thing in over and over gets boring. Put a pretty sticker, you know what it means, and bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go. So this is the planner sticker set that we are going to use today. I've already gone ahead and, obviously processed it. So it's like ready to go using my Silhouette. I also will oftentimes use these little sticky notes from Post-it. These are the ones that are actually, I forget the exact dimensions, but these are actually like vertical square planner sticker size, and they're sized perfectly for my Charmed Life planner for the weekly spread. Also just like a typical pen, right? So like I like to write in like a black ink pen. This is from U Brands. I think I bought this at Target. So it's just like a pretty like matte black pen and a nice black ink color. And then I also use this highlighter. It says on it Sparky One. It says it's made by Zebra. Okay, so that's like a brand I think people know. I bought this off of Amazon in a pack, so I will leave this link down below as well. So really, that's like pretty much what I use when I'm planning. Not a lot of stuff. I really am pretty much like a no frills kind of a gal. So I just like to keep everything as simple as possible because really the most important thing in my planner are the plans I'm making. So let's go ahead and jump into the week that we are in. And the good thing about this plan with me is that we recently did like a monthly plan with July, and you guys saw me plan the first week of this month out. So you guys are going to be able to kind of see me like follow through, you know, with the next week as well and how things worked out for the previous week. So the first thing that I like to do when I come to my planner spread here is I will normally set out what I call my weekly top 5 plans. And I actually have a sticker that I use for the purpose of my weekly top 5. And the weekly top 5 for me, let me go ahead and move this out of the way just so I have maximum desk space for you guys to see. The purpose of my weekly top 5 is to have a list of, like a prioritized list of projects that I need to have done during the week. So one of the principles that I use when it comes to my planning is the idea of prioritizing tasks. And for me, that's the point of making a plan, right? Is to be able to sit down and say, this is what I need to get done this week. And these are the things that are actually most important. So I like to choose 5 things for my week to be prioritized to get done. And I choose 5. It really is kind of like an arbitrary number because there's 5 work days in a week. And so I just feel like if I can get one important thing done a day in my week, then I am going to be good to go for that week. So when it comes to deciding what these 5 things are, the first place that I will look is in my monthly spread on my this week column, where I would have already sort of pre-planned out different things that I want to get done throughout the month. And I would have already pre-planned 3 things, 3 tasks that need to be prioritized for this week. So now, the thing I guess I have to mention here is that last week was 4th of July, and when I went and did my July plan with you guys, I totally overplanned for that first week. I don't know what I was thinking, that I was just going to be able to get so much done in a half of a work week. I knew that I was not going to be able to work very much like after like 4th of July, after Wednesday. So I really didn't get any of my top 3 for last week done, which means that I'm going to have to mitigate that with my top 3 for this week as well. So for example, I did not actually get to bulk filming the actual videos. So we're actually going to do my bulk film of videos today. I also didn't bulk audio. In fact, I've decided that I don't think I should bulk audio. And I did not get to my one writing session for my productivity book. So you can look at this and be like, wow, your week was a complete fail. But I think many of us probably have this happen where we overestimate how much we're going to be able to get done and how motivated we're going to be and just how seamless our week is going to go. And that was definitely something that while I was planning last week out with you guys live, I definitely knew I was over planning. I don't know why I even bothered writing things down, but sometimes I think there's nothing wrong with trying to kind of like reach for the stars with your planning. As long as you're someone who does not get down on yourself when you don't finish things and is able to pretty seamlessly integrate what was important to get done into your next week, which is what we're going to end up doing right now. So I think this is going to be pretty enlightening for you guys, you know, to see like how I would do that. So this week, I know what the top 2 things had to do with. They had to do with that Insta income project that I'm trying to get completed this month. So that is definitely going to be something that I am prioritizing this week. And then I also wanted to, again, write for my productivity book. So we will see if we can get all of that stuff done this week. So I'm going to go ahead and put my top 5 in for today and for this week. And we're going to put in for number 1, I'm going to put my video for Sunday. The second one is going to be my Tubecast episode for Wednesday. And then Insta income, and then writing for the book. And right now I'm going to leave the 5th project open. Actually, well, it probably is going to end up being like my CEO strategy day on Friday, but I'm going to leave it open for now and we'll see how the rest of the plans go out for this week. So I am filming this on Monday the 8th. And so today our big things are going to be the bulk film that I didn't do last week. But luckily I did get all the pre-work done for it. So it should be pretty easy for me to get that done today. So we're going to bulk film 3 videos today. And I'm just going to put those as the top 3 today. So video 1, video 2, and video 3 are going to be my top 3 for today. Now for tomorrow, for Tuesday, I will go ahead and try to fill in my top 3 for as many days as I feel like are manageable. But I try not to go overboard because that's another situation where I might end up over planning. So for tomorrow, I know that I'm going to need to work on my episode for Wednesday, my Tubecast episode. So I'm going to need to write that text, write the Tubecast, okay? And then I'm also going to try to film it and edit and upload. And it won't go live on Tuesday, it goes live on Wednesday. So what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is put in some more stickers from here, because what I like to do is anytime I have to like publish something to YouTube, I like to call it out on a sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and write in here Tubecast. Okay, so that's the episode that'll go there. Then I also need to put on Sunday's video. And the video I'm going to do for Sunday is this plan with me. This will go up. So this video will go up on Sunday. So this little phone sticker, I generally like to have somewhere down here. Oops. And this one just has like check boxes for me to check off when I've like posted on like social media. So I usually use this for Instagram. So if I do like a story or post to Instagram, I check it off there just to kind of keep track of that. Now I realized today is actually my bulk film day. Let's see, but I'm probably going to put this, I'll just put this right up here. My little camera. Something else I like to do is have my little glasses. Usually have something to do with reading. I'll create my own little tracker for that. Just a really simple little like days of the week. And then I'll highlight it. And then I'll just cross the days off as I go through. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to use Wednesday and Thursday to work on Insta income. So that's going to be like, I have to work on slides, I have to work on resources and stuff for this project. I like to use this computer sticker anytime that I'm going to be like a day just completely on my computer pretty much. Okay, and then Friday is going to be my CEO strategy day. Friday I also generally, and this will end up probably being on the plan for my CEO strategy day, is also the day I grocery shop. I also do self-care on Fridays. I'm just gonna put in my little self-care stickers. Now, also this weekend, let's see, Saturday is usually the day I do my meal planning, well, a meal plan I guess technically on Friday. Meal prep gets done on Saturday. I also need to do an Olaplex treatment on myself, and I bathe the dogs. That'll happen on Saturday. Sunday, I try to plan on Sunday, sorry. I'm gonna put my makeup stickers on today. Even though I already did this, I already got ready for today, this morning. It kind of seems a little silly planning things I've already done. I don't normally do that, but I'm doing it for the video so you guys can see like how I kind of use these stickers and stuff. These are my stickers that mean like getting ready to film. I also did my nails today too. Look at me just doing everything. Okay, and I think that's probably everything I need to do this week. So I'm actually, for the 5th project, I'm going to put my CEO strategy day, because everything else is scheduled in. Now, I don't like force myself to do 5 things if there aren't 5 things, but just for the purposes of this video, I wanted to make sure everything was kind of filled out. So yeah, this is probably what we would consider a pretty typical weekly outline for me. I always am working on, my video content for the week. Those are always priorities for me. And then there's always additional things that I need to get done for my business and things like that. So this is a little bit of an interesting week because I have to actually dedicate like 2 days to a specific project, but that is me doing what I need to do. Now, I also realized that we did not actually ended up scheduling in the writing of my book. Now, I understand right now that this is problematic. If I don't schedule it in, it probably won't get done. The problem is I do not know right now where it's going to end up. So if it doesn't get done by Thursday, it could just be done as part of my CEO strategy day. So, that's kind of like a little bit of a floating thing right now. So I totally know that I'm like not following my own advice with this, but my bigger priority this week is really doing instant income. So this is the purpose of having priorities, right? So you can say this is actually more important. So it's okay if this thing doesn't get done, and that's what's going to end up happening. Yeah. Oh, let me keep using the rest of my things. This is like a little reminder guy I like to put on here. A little reminder ring. I love these little coffee cups. Oh, okay. You know what? We're going to be writing. Coffee cups can go there. 1 coffee cup there. 1 coffee cup on this day. I'm going to put these glasses on my CEO strategy day. Usually that means something like I'm running errands. And then this little heart. This little heart is usually like to remember something. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just put it here. You can always move it. Okay. So that is how I would plan my week using my weekly plan sticker set. And you can actually see that the way this sticker set is actually broken out, I have, this is really good for like at least 3 weeks of planning. So this is like 1 week, this would be for next week, and then the following week. So that's generally how I do this. And then these icons, I've got 4 sets. So, again, 1 line is supposed to be for a week, and then if I need to go into another one for extra icons, I have like an extra. So that is how I use this weekly plan sticker set. That is my week, as you can see so far, and I still have a lot of room for me to go in and change things or to add things as necessary. Like I said, I like to have some of my top 3 planned out, but not necessarily things where I feel like I need to see how the week goes before I can really commit to writing things down. Yeah, so that is my weekly plan. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video and it gave you a little bit of inspiration and insight to the way that I would plan a typical week, and of course deal with some issues of not getting things done from a prior week and trying to integrate those into my expectations for the current week. Again, I really think the planning is like a process that you learn from over and over and over again. So it's not about being perfect, but I do think it's about having like a framework of priorities set in place, and then being flexible with yourself to say that if things don't get done, it's okay. And not to really dwell on that too much, and really just sort of kind of learn from it and move on and take action on what is important as soon as you can. Because I think like worrying about things not going right is just a way to waste time, right? So I just want to make sure that even though I didn't get things done, I can integrate them seamlessly and act on them as soon as I can. Like I mentioned in the intro, I will leave links down below to everything that I used in today's video. I realized we didn't actually use these little sticky notes. Sometimes they just don't end up needing to be used. So that is that. So now I want to hear from you. What advice can you share with the community on how to deal with weekly planning when you have priorities and things that are left over from the previous week? I would love to hear what your suggestions are in the comments down below, so don't be shy. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with anyone you think would find it interesting. For more of the behind the scenes of my productivity life and business, make sure you're following me on Instagram at MissTrenchcoat. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me. And until next time, bye-bye.